batteries. And in our racks, we have made provisions for the provision of gensets for the charging of this. It is possible that maybe you have observed some places where such provision has not been done. We will appreciate to get that information that you have because we've made provisions for this to be done. We have not received any information that it has not been done. And as we have seen in the field, there were no reports of batteries failing because there were redundancies that if they failed, we could have replaced. You asked a second question, which is not very clear to me. You said, when are we getting the results? We get the results as soon as they are processed and as they are brought to us by the states. We have two ways, if I can say this, of receiving the results. The results that we will use for the collation are only official when the collation officer for the state election delivers them to the National Secretariat for collation. But we have also taken measures to ensure that as soon as the results are collated in each state, they are scanned and sent to us. And the collation officer only comes with the original. But we cannot make any declaration or tabulation official unless the collation officer comes with the originals. So as I speak with you, no original has yet arrived, even though we know that a few are already on their way. We can take more.
Mr. Chairman, good evening. Chief Secretary from these newspapers. There were reports in Lagos State. Some of ADCO's staff were supplanted with untrained staff, untrained partisan ADCO staff. That's from Lagos and Port Harcourt. Then secondly, sir, to avoid a situation where journalists have to stay till late night, will the results be released piecemeal, or do we go and wait for final results released tomorrow? Thank you.
From Civil Bell Television. Now, there was serious logistics problems yesterday. Now, I want to know, is INEC considering outsourcing some of these aspects to ensure that you can hold somebody accountable if there's any failure as regards logistics? Thank you.
My name is Frederick Mwabufo. I write for the cable. My question is simple. Are you under any pressure to declare the election inconclusive? Thank you.
I think the last lady.
Mr. Chairman, so my name is Society no Study, but I report for the Union newspaper, sir. Yesterday while we were here in the evening, we had a very serious connection problem. We couldn't make call and even sending out our stories. Now this morning we came in, we heard that in the situation room, security men intercepted one of the officers there who was sending out sensitive information. So I want to know, can you confirm this? And to whom was he or she sending out this information?
A co-chair of this day said that there are allegations about some of our trained personnel being substituted in Lagos and the rivers. We have received allegations and accusations that in some of the states that our ad hoc staff may have been substituted, and we are investigating these reports also thoroughly. Nobody has given us any specific information about this poly unit or this ward. These are the people substituted or X number. So, but people just make general statements that your people are being substituted, your people are being substituted. But whatever is said, we go and thoroughly investigate it. The fact of the matter is, we have a list of people whom we have deployed in the field for the different categories of roles, and it is very, very easy to confirm substitution. So if somebody comes to us and say, in this poly unit, people have been substituted, it's very, very easy to cross-check that and confirm. So there are many such statements. We are investigating it. I can tell you certainly the number of failures of card reader to operate that have been reported surprised us tremendously. And the one plausible explanation would well be that maybe the people operating them were either not trained to operate them. So that leaves the question mark as to whether substituted people who are there trying to do a work that they have not been trained for. But so far, we are just investigating. We have no definitive confirmation of this happening. Silverbird, you asked that because of the serious logistics challenges, whether in future we may not consider outsourcing. Obviously, in the future, we will consider whatever we consider necessary to keep on improving the logistics. In the past, we were dealing with transporters individually. In 2011, that's what we did. It was a simple contract between us and people, drivers in motor parks, for example. And there were so many challenges, and we said, okay, let us try something new. So we now signed a memorandum of understanding with the National Union of Road Transport Workers, and they helped us in every state to identify good drivers, good vehicles, and to also help us ensure that the drivers are disciplined and orderly. Regrettably, in spite of all that very good, commendable effort, we've still seen serious lapses. In the FCT, where everybody would have expected things to go right, the drivers who have signed a contract endorsed by the union, regrettably transported our staff and materials to the ward level, the racks. But in the morning, refused to transport them to the poly units, insisting that they have to be paid 100%. We have given them advance of 50%. At the end of it, you pay them, and that is as per the contract. But that is regrettably how our people work. So these are issues that we will have to, in fact, we had to raise it with the union national officials before we were able to address the challenges and be able to deploy. So these are very, very unanticipated challenges, and they happen, and we can't have control over everything in spite of the best efforts we've done. So in the future, certainly we will look at every possibilities of arranging this. But again, in general,